Hey Aquarius, how's it going everyone? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is your general reading for the first half of December. Please keep in mind general readings, they're only going to resonate for some. Take what resonates. If you are interested, I do offer personal readings, so you can contact me below. In the description box is where you'll find my email address. Thank you guys, my fellow Aquarians, for all of your likes, your shares, your comments, contributions. Some of you send in little tips and donations. I appreciate that. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. I am on my vacation. Let's take a look here. What's going on with you guys? First half of December. Okay, I'm gonna take that in. I don't read reversals. Yeah. I don't read reversals, but I am going to take this one. I read very intuitively. So this Three of Pentacles was in reverse. And it's interesting because I'm going to say you don't want to put in effort anymore. There's something here that you don't want to continue on the path with. And then you have the Six of Pentacles. So this is the card of generosity, the card of reciprocation, the card of giving. I think that some of you are sort of saying that in this situation, it's time to take your hands off the wheel for a bit and sort of let whatever it is you're dealing with here to kind of take over. It's like be the co-pilot, not the pilot right now, because some of you are waiting for some support, and you're kind of, when you're not supported in a situation, you're sort of like, you may be feeling a little bit like throwing your hands up in the air, giving up a little bit. What is this in regards to? What is this in regards to? The Six of Swords, okay. You may have given and or you've gotten what you need here, Aquarius. Anything more that you're looking for becomes laborsome. It becomes difficult. It becomes a lot of heavy work. And I think that that's where it's saying, like, I got what I needed. It's not necessarily a selfish thing, but after it's like after this, it just becomes more work. I'm moving on. What is this about? Tell us more. We've got two. Yeah, you're waiting for the offer. You're waiting for somebody else to show up here who might know more than you with this High Priestess. I think some of you just don't want to share your feelings about something, or intuitively you know that maybe you know, or this person or situation, it's like they know you're putting in all the effort, and it's like, you know that they know you're doing all the work, and you may be sort of, it's like you've got better things to do or other things to do that are meant to be effectively helping you out in life. And it's kind of like you have to maybe help yourself at this time to go move into the direction that you need to grow or do something. It's like if somebody here is not contributing anymore to your this situation, it's like it takes you away from the effort that you're no longer putting in here. It takes you away from doing what it is that you need to do to grow. No one's going to do the work for us, okay? I'm going to say it like that. No one's going to ultimately make you shine, make you grow. We all help each other. We all contribute bits and pieces here and there. But ultimately, you're going to have to listen to your inner voice, your inner calling here. And you're going to have to create the solutions that you need for a situation. It's like you may have been coming up with answers and solutions to someone or something else. And I feel like at this time, it's saying, you know what? Enough giving, over giving. It's time to receive a little bit. It's time to be putting that time towards you. Let's take a look what else. Tell me a bit about that High Priestess. We've got some Pisces energy there. Why the High Priestess? The King of Swords. There's another more Aquarius energy. Again, I think that's that energy I was picking up, that someone knows here. They know it's like I know what you're feeling or thinking, and vice versa, kind of. Somebody's reading the room, the energy. Somebody here is sort of saying, okay, I really have the answer for myself. I need to figure out what I've got to do. Is there anything else there? the Knight of Cups. Okay. Is this around a connection? Magician? So I think some of you here, Aquarius, it's like I said, Three of Pentacles in reverse. You've lost interest in something, or you're losing interest. You're changing your direction of where you want. There's this magician saying like, I'm hearing like I can't be manipulated, or I won't be manipulated, but I also feel like your feelings, your emotions are sort of better received or reciprocated. I think this is you needing to go pursue or chase the emotional drive that you have for what it is you want. And I feel like, again, there's something here about reciprocation. And it feels here, if this is a relationship, it does feel like somebody rushes in with that Knight of Cups energy when they know they need to, or when they know it works. Because the magician is saying like, I'll use that trick to make it works. And something here may say, I know what works, I know what captures or catches Aquarius's attention, but this time around you're saying that's not going to work, or that's not going to manipulate me. I know better. So I feel like there could be a little bit of like silence. Maybe it's silent treatment, but the quieter that somebody is, it seems like somebody tries to then finally show up. But you know here, Aquarius, that this is uncommittal, because the Knight of Cups is an uncommittal. The emotions don't last. They're fleeting. They're compulsive, or impulsive rather. And I feel like someone here is saying, I've got better things to do with my time, my energy. I've got better things to do with what I have to offer. There's like somebody here that would be more willing to enjoy or appreciate what you have to offer. It's kind of like, go do something better with your time. Don't waste it on me, kind of thing. Don't waste it on Aquarius. Roles can be reversed. You could be dealing with a Pisces or a Gemini. So there is somebody here that there's a thing about making up their mind and not trying to make up the mind for somebody else, not trying to build something or create something. It's kind of like, well, if they know what they want, if they have their mind made up, then somebody will show up in a way that exudes what's going on in their mind, versus using things that work in the moment. It's very like quick fix. That's what it is. It feels like quick fix energy, get a quick reaction. But I think that you're sort of saying, I know this trick now. I know what this is doing. Let's see here. And I think they know, Aquarius. They know you're catching on. They know you're catching on to their tricks, to their games. The Six of Wands in reverse. Again, I don't read reversals, but I feel like, again, if you keep this upright, which I usually do, I read intuitively. So it's like you've got better things to put your energy and time into that are going to succeed for you, that are going to pay off for you. In the reverse, I feel like, this isn't going to get you the right attention or the right success this isn't something that's going to really pan out. It doesn't feel lasting. It doesn't feel lasting. I want to clarify this because it's like somebody's means of getting your attention have failed, or someone's again, this could be you. Maybe you've been trying to get someone's attention and you're trying you're trying to figure them out. You're trying to see what it is that grabs their attention. What is it that I'm going to get? It's like a hook. And it's not working. Something's not working. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, see, you've got better things here, Aquarius. Moving in a different direction. I think that you're definitely seeing that change is, you're the one that's going to be making the change here. And I think that there's something else in your life, somewhere else, something else, that you have your passions or your it's like somebody here wants you to say yes. They want you to think that they're going to change, but I feel like it's just, if it's happened multiple times and it goes back, it reverts back, then you know. And I think that's what has happened, is that it's reverted back to you putting in this effort and trying and trying and trying. And I think you're saying, like, the reciprocation is short-lived. It's like eventually somebody here wants the easier way. It's just do it for now until it gets easy, it's quick. It's yeah. What is this Ace of Wands though? I just want to get a little more, because something here for you, Aquarius, is manifesting, or that you have, again, put your focus on where you're going to grow and what you need to put your energy towards to get results in your life for things that you want to be doing. Because something here, there's two cards. The Moon with the Five of Cups. Well, see, someone's afraid of you. This is someone that's saying, like, I'm going to miss out on the success, on the good things that Aquarius's life is doing. It's like if you were an employee, let's say, and you've been doing all the effort, or any kind of relationship, and it's like this person is starting to feel regrets about not paying attention to the deeper needs, the emotions, the things that matter. And I feel like this person is sort of saying, I know how much Aquarius did here. I know how much effort that you put into a situation, and they see where you're doing very good things for yourself. Why? Because you've redirected the energy towards you. Now, there is someone here that fears the grief or the loss of something. There is somebody here that may already be going through that. Maybe the plugs are pulled here and someone's really losing, or it doesn't like the feeling that they have right now, which is, very grievance, very sad. And now they have to face things by themselves. Now it's like you don't have the helping hand. You don't have the support. They don't have the love or the support or the company or whatever that is from you. Again, roles can be reversed. You might be feeling this with somebody, Aquarius. The thing is that if somebody doesn't like the way they feel, again, whatever that is, whether it's emotional, if you don't like I didn't like the way I felt the other day because I was consuming a little bit too much sugar, junk. I was snacking away. And I'm like, okay, I got to change that. So it's like you can't keep repeating something and then paying the price. There's something here about if you don't like the way you feel, then change it to make it better, period. Whatever you don't like, change it to make it better. Find solutions, find ways, get your creative cap going, start thinking outside the box, which you're very good at doing, Aquarius, and start finding intuitive answers to things in your life. If this is around your health, especially emotional health, okay, your intuition is your pilot. It's keeping you in the loop all the time as to what is being felt. What's the energy around you? What are you picking up? What are you resonating with around you? What doesn't feel right to you? Is it a person? Is it food? Is it the job? Whatever this is, and be guided around these things. Because somebody here is like, I don't like this feeling. you know. And it's like, when you understand yourself, you have it makes it easier to cope through things that are challenging. Either you learn to surrender and you say, okay, there's nothing I can do right now, I'm just going to surrender and let the feeling go through me, or you're going to take action towards making a change. You know, you're going to whatever that is. But when you understand who you are more, you're sort of able to create the healing. You're able to create solutions or find solutions. Be open-minded here. And I think somebody here, Aquarius, is maybe missing that aspect of this connection with you, or someone here feels the difference. And again, you may feel the loss of, or the grief of something or someone, but it's like there's a lot of positive change and creation for you, should you choose to follow through with your passion, to follow through with the ideas of what can you create, because there's a lot of good things there. Again, like, if I keep this in reverse, we're not going to succeed. We're not going to, nothing's going to change, or we can't make something better, or we can't succeed at something if we don't apply. There's definitely a thing about really knowing who you are, your emotional compass, if I can say it like that, because there's inner workings. It's how you perceive things. What's the healing around that? I mean, I see it here and I feel it, but let's just take a look what it says. The Queen of Wands. What does she do? She goes after and changes shit. She's confident. She doesn't like something, she goes after, she changes it. She shows up. So it's like she does something about things. She's passionate about what she wants to do, and even with helping other people. This is the thing, Aquarius, is that it's like a person who's happy to help. But you've stopped giving over here. You've said, I'm not helping that cause anymore. I gave already and nothing's changing. Why? Because the other side may not want to make the changes. They may not want to show up in the way that you are. So there's a bit of like, but when you're gone, it's when the regret, and it's like, now I have nothing, or now I feel loss, or now I'm afraid of what's going to happen in my life. Now I'm afraid of how am I going to do well? How am I going to make things happen in the same way? So the advice, Queen of Wands, is step into your confidence and get shit done. Go after what you want. Be helpful. Find solutions. Look and feel. I think intuitively solutions will come. Five of Swords with the Tower and the Emperor. The Emperor in reverse. Now, I don't know what's up with you guys today, me reading reversals so much. This is like giving up control or losing it's like a lack of confidence, not being able to keep up a fight here, and then the Tower happening. So there's somebody here that's either struggling to keep it's like struggling to stay on top of something. Let's say it's like, I don't know, debt. Somebody here is just like the fight to keep up with paying bills. It's like they're sort of like, well, actually it's interesting because we've got the King of Pentacles, which is financial stability and finances and what we're doing for work. Something around your financial. So there could be something here, Aquarius, where somebody who maybe is losing control of their abundance, they could be giving up the fight, surrendering. Now, again, surrendering can also be a very positive thing because you just release, not saying you just say, oh, well, I'll walk away from debt, but that's just an example of something that I think we've all been there. I've definitely been through phases where it's like, this is very difficult to cope, to manage financially when you're just unable to work or life is doubling in price. So there's something here where someone's like, they're seeing all that they've built with you potentially, or you could be feeling this where you're seeing everything that you built up, it's in disrepair. You know, you're sort of like, I can't keep up the fight anymore. I can't keep going with this. It's like the feeling of when you lose your health, right? Which I know all too well. And you're just like, I can't keep up. I cannot keep up with trying to combat and battle a disease. And so you look for solutions, you surrender, you lose things, you gain things. But ultimately, in these experiences of the fears, we're facing our fears, and this is what's making people panic. It's making a person, maybe you or your person, panic, and the fears are crippling. The fears are making this person but this is the transformation. This is where things truly change. Ace of Wands. That Six of Wands, again, it could be showing you where you were once successful, where you were once, looked at. It's like that's all kind of maybe coming around, and there's some failures there or fallouts. Okay, so I feel like someone here is in a little bit of like, I give up, my confidence is low, I don't have the strength, I don't have the ability. So they're giving up on the fight and letting things. Again, Emperor is, I like to stay positive. You've got to stay strong. As I said earlier over there, no one's really going to do it for you. No one's going to rearrange necessarily your life. They can show you. They can show you the path, but you have to do the action here. We've got the Devil, right? The bottom of the deck. So the negative things that are in the way, the toxic choices, habits, addictions. This could be bringing out addictions in a person. So there is something here that you have to work your way through it. King of Pentacles. You've got to work your way through what is falling down around. Including, I feel like somebody here really grieves the absence of you. Doesn't mean you've totally vanished. Doesn't mean that you've totally fell off the planet here, but there's an absence of you, or vice versa. And I feel like your efforts or lack of are being felt. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to leave it there. That was a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Thanks again, Aquarius, my fellow Aquas, for your likes, your shares, your comments, contributions, and support. I appreciate it. Have an awesome day, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.